All right, let's start immediately. There is no time. So, join me to welcome for today's session, Joy Oba Gemiro. If I don't pronounce this well, please forgive me. Yeah, so Joy is going to be our speaker today. Joy is a consultant at HC Bonum Limited, and she's also a data analyst. She has a BSc in agriculture from the University of Ibadan, and she's very passionate about supporting and driving the dynamic group conversations, especially the one like the one as dynamic as today's conversation. So, in today's conversation, we're going to be discussing the topic with her, and we are going to calm down and listen as she takes over. So, Joy, um, you have the floor now. I don't know if you can hear me. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you very, very much for that introduction. Um,
Yeah.
just as you said, I'm Joy Obagbemiro, and I'll be taking to this class. It's just so we are aligned. I just want to confirm, who can just let us know what topic or what topic we're looking at today. I just want someone to support me with that.
Yes,
Anybody?
I want the class to say that. Do you guys even know the topic we are discussing today?
If you can't speak, you can drop it in the chat box. But I just want to hear from you.
They can
Please,
speak.
let's make it engaging. Okay.
Yeah, yes, of course, it's always good for the class to be engaging. Ah, is it that you people don't know the topic of today?
Wow.
Hey, Wahala. You guys
Nobody
have
at all.
this. You guys have this. We have given you all this topic from the beginning, and we make sure that everyone has a copy of this. So if people say you don't know the topic, it means that what's happening? If it
Hmm.
is your people, they will say kilo ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Abi.
Hello, Shele. Okay. So nobody at all. I'm surprised, though.
Ah,
I'm really surprised. Okay.
so it means
So
that probably we have to be maybe we have to be is it that maybe we have to be reminding them or something. Anyway, I think today's topic is AI prompt engineering for real work, like preparing for a next generation of work and introduction to automation using Zapier to connect apps and save hours. So
okay.
it's a
Thank you
very
very
interesting
much.
topic.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Stanley. Thank you very much. So I'll just go ahead to start now. I'll be sharing my screen. It's going to be a practical class.
Yeah.
Um,
Our AI class is always practical and I like it.
it's going to be a practical
I've always
class.
enjoyed the ones in the past.
I hope you enjoyed today's one.
Sure, sure, definitely.
Um, please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay. So today we'll be looking at workflow automation with Zapier, and there are quite a lot of interesting things with this, with this app. As we go along, we'll discuss. We'll also be having a practical. At some point, we'll actually do practical. If you have your laptop, it's a good time to, turn it on as we'll be practicalizing what we'll be learning. If you have questions at any point, please you feel free to raise your hand or, stop me if you have any question. Um, so does anyone have an idea? Me, I'll be asking a lot of questions today because I want it to be as interactive as possible. I might be calling names. It's just that I can only see my screen, but yes, I might go back to the Zoom to call names. So please be ready that I can call anybody. So when you hear of automation, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Anyone? When you hear of automation, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Chidinma is raising her hands. Chidinma Chikwendo.
Okay, Chidima, go ahead.
Okay, when I hear of automation, what first comes to my mind is like linking one software to another, one app to another, just bringing two softwares or apps together.
That's absolutely correct. Thank you very, very much. That's what AI automation is all about, connecting different apps to make your work easier. Um, AI has actually come to make our work easier. There are a lot of things we do manually, but with this workflow automation, it makes it easier for us. There are some tasks that as humans, we don't need to do it. We just need to, prompt AI to tell it, okay, this is what I want you to do. This is how I want you to do it. And then boom, it gets it done. The interesting part about this is the fact that um, it makes your work really easy. As humans, you get to skip some things and you can link different applications. Yeah, you can link different applications. So just for us to dive in, this is some of the things we would be covering. Just as I said, we'll have a live demo. We'll build something together. If you have your laptop, it's an opportunity to turn it on because you get to, practice along. Um, and this is some of the objectives we would be looking at in today's class. By the end of today's class, you should be able to understand workflow automation concepts, connect applications using Zapier, automate some repetitive business tasks, reduce manual errors, build scalable automation systems, and improve workflow efficiency. So just as Ms. Chidima has said, workflow automation is just giving the connecting two apps together. You give AI the prompt, or rather you give Zapier the prompt, and then it helps you run the activity. The interesting part about this is the fact that it doesn't involve coding. That's one thing I really like about it. I think I've been trying to learn coding for some time now, and it has seems to be a bit difficult. But I really love AI automation because it doesn't require coding. So anybody can actually, you know, work on this. And what this does, the process is all about trigger. What do you want it to do? And then it automatically does what you want it to do, which is the action. So why are we even looking at automation? Because it is the cheapest hire you can make. There are different things you can actually do with this AI automation. Now we're looking at two practically. You can explore after the class. This can also help you if you are a business owner. You can use automation to reduce the number of repetitive tasks that you handle, such as chatting with customers. The automation can actually help you chat with customers, collect information, and then you as human, you just go through it and then process it. Goes as easy as that. You might not be on your phone 24/7 to be responding to customers, but you can build an automation system such that AI responds to customers and then just give you the feedback or what you're supposed to do, and then you go ahead to do it. Just as I said earlier, you don't need any IT team, you don't need a developer. This is something you can do by yourself. By the end of this class, we should be able to, do one or two with this. With this, you don't need any coding, so it's quite easy. And we're using Zapier software because there are various software you can use for automation. We are just using Zapier. Zapier is one of them. There are um various apps like Make, N8A, N8N, Tally, JotForm. Those are other AI automation software, but Zapier is like the basic and the easiest. So that's why we're starting with Zapier. But if you want to do like advanced tasks, you can, you can explore other options like Make, but we'll just start with Zapier. Let's get to know this first before we move into more advanced features. So when we say Zap is an automated workflow. There is one trigger, there is one or more actions. The trigger is like where you're starting from. So an example is I want to collect customers' data, and after I get their data, I want to send them an email. Let's say somebody is coming, or somebody, I have a new customer, right? And there is a form, a Google form, which I've sent to the customer, fill some information. Let me know what you need. Let's say I'm going to be using, I'll use this, I'll use my own business as an example, chin chin or snacks business. So I have like a Google form where I send to my customers, okay, fill this form, tell me your name, your email, how did you get to hear about us, and various information. So once the customer fills those information, just for me to welcome the customer on board, I automate the task such that AI automatically sends an email to the customer. So the Google form is the trigger, which is the starting point. So anything or anywhere you are starting from is your trigger. So your action is where the result happens. We can have multiple actions. An example is what I just gave. The Google form is the trigger. There's a Google Sheet link to the Google form. That could be the action. And then we have the email, the Gmail, which is also the action. So for that case, we have like two actions. So um, an example of an app is actually the Zapier software. And I've said earlier, there are other software, there are other AI automation software. It's not just Zapier. But we are starting with Zapier because it's like the simplest or the most basic. Um, okay, we also have the multi-step Zap, a workflow that runs several actions in sequence. And we have a filter, a condition that decides whether the Zap continues or not. So why are we even looking at AI automation? Because for business owners, automation runs sales or admin 24/7 and does follow up 24/7. As humans, there are times that we'll be tired and might want to take rest and all, but the business has to continue. So with AI automation, your business can still continue even while you are asleep. Another importance of this AI automation is the fact that you don't need to pay anybody to do this. It's something that you just input the code and you input the prompt and then it does it for you. You don't need someone for that particular role. So it saves you some cash. Then faster lead response means fewer lost customers because you get to, respond to customers on time. People, or rather customers, will not, you don't get customers who are lost. Then the last thing is fewer missed invoices and manual data entry errors. So AI can help you, process the invoice and even getting the data. So for people who are working in organization, what AI does or AI automation does makes your work a bit easier. Some things that you do repetitively, maybe like collecting data of customers, you can also use AI for that. It makes it easier for you that you don't, have to keep doing one thing over and over again. That way you save time. You save time and you save energy. And it makes you more efficient at your role because once there's this argument of will AI replace humans and all those things. But once you're good with this, once you have this skill, you're able to, do some things that makes you important in the organization. So today, this is something we would be looking at. We'll be connecting, just as Madam Chidima has said, the Google Forms and Google Sheets. And then the last part is the email notification. So we'll be using Zapier to build this, and we would be doing it together. So before we go into the practical, is there any question or any clarification? It seems like I've been talking a lot.
I think someone wants to know if you can use. I think I'm just seeing somebody asking a question if you can use phone to do the practical. I doubt if that is possible. I
Hmm.
don't know.
It's actually possible, but it's going to be a bit stressful. It's
Yeah,
possible, but it's going to be a bit stressful, yes. So you can try that, but I won't tell you that it will be easy. It won't be easy. Try
yeah.
navigating and all. It won't be easy, but you can still try that.
Of course, I have always told them that AI class requires you to have a laptop. I have always told them that because I mean, what you do is it's always practical. The class we had, I think 2 weeks ago, all of them saw how practical it was. The guy that spoke showed them all the how to navigate through the work softwares and all that. And so it's not something someone can do with phone, but it's well. Let's see. I mean, I believe that some people have laptop, and then I'm sure that Omotosho is sure you have laptop now. Omotosho is the only person that I know very well in this class. Jeff Omotosho, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I have laptop.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm
And then,
using phone now. I'm driving. Once I get home, I can switch to laptop.
okay,
Next 10 minutes, I should be home.
I think I know another person in this class, Mado Abuchi Blaze. Mado Abuchi, I think you should have laptop. I know him personally. These are the people I know personally in this class. And then I think I should know also Aswanya Ginekachi. And then Chidinma Nukwacha. Chidinma Nukwacha, I know that you don't have laptop. And she's even the one that's asking that question.
You can still leverage your phone. You can leverage your if you don't have a laptop, that should not be an excuse for you not to try it out. You can still try it out with your phone. You can switch to a desktop view using your phone, so you don't totally miss out. But it's not just going to be easy. But for this, you can still leverage your phone. So do we have is there any other question before we go ahead into the practical?
Your mother Abuchi says he has a laptop and
Okay.
he's not close to it. Anyway, the
Okay.
thing is that this class is recorded anyway. So even if you don't have laptop, you can be doing what we are doing. Then later you can watch it because we're going to have it on our YouTube eventually. So just go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Those
Okay.
who have
That's
laptop
fine.
can be able to follow up.
Okay. So we would start with, okay, I think I should start with the most interesting part for me. That's the chatbot. So first thing first, you need to sign into Zapier. So we will just search for Zapier AI. My network. Okay. And then we sign in. I would sign in with my Google. And
Yes, you can
then,
use Chrome. Somebody is saying, can I use Chrome? Yes, you can use Chrome.
yes, you can use Chrome. Yes.
Lola did Elizabeth.
Okay. So this is how the platform is, Zapier. So we have quite a number of things here. This is home. This is assets. This is templates, just in case you need the templates. But we are not using templates today. So let me go back to home. Okay, so this is what the platform look like.
Somebody's asking, what does she want to do? Okay, Chioma,
Okay, we
she
want
asked
to,
what you want to do.
okay, the first thing we want to do, there are two things we'll be doing today. Yeah, there are two things we'll be doing today. The first one is to create an AI chatbot. I don't know how many of you have gone to a website. It's most common on website, but you can use it on WhatsApp, on other platforms. You've gone to a website and then you sent a message. There's a small chat box by the side of the website, and then he asks you, welcome to so website. How can I help you? And then you are telling it something and then it's responding. I don't know how many of us have experienced it. Because how many of us have experienced it? You can drop your response in the chat. Have we ever come across something like that?
I have. Nathaniel say I have.
Okay. Who else?
Chidinma say I have. Aswanya say she has.
Okay. Okay.
Down Sumata say she has.
Okay. Okay. That's good. So that
I
makes
think
it a bit easier for us.
a couple
So,
of them have.
okay. A lot of times we think it's humans that are behind those chats. It's actually not humans, it's AI, and it's called chatbot. So, which is one thing we are going to try to do today. So, if you have a business, it's something you can leverage for your business. So that when you are sleeping or when you are busy with other things, your customers are not left unattended to. There is okay, I don't want to say someone now, but AI is responding to them, and it will just do the basic work for you, and then you can always come back to see, oh, this and this is what this customer needs, and you can take it up from there. So that's what we are trying to build. So, and if you work in an organization that have a website that doesn't have that feature, you can actually, suggest it to them and even help them, put that feature in their website. So that's why we are learning this. So if you're a business owner, this goes a long way in helping you, and you can also do it for other people. This is a skill. At the end of the day, you can tell people, I can help you automate your business, and suggest something like this to them, and even other things that we'll be doing today. So that's it. Just let's go through the interface. So there is the Zap workflow to work automated workflow. This one is for, let's say you want to create from scratch by yourself, connecting two apps together and ensuring that things are done. You use Zap. We'll be using that later on. There is the agent. Um, More like if you want AI to serve as your customer care or customer service, or even should I say account manager or something, you can assign that. We won't be doing that today because of time, but we'll be looking at the chatbot, which is the first thing we'll be looking at today. So you click on chatbot. Okay, before we go into that, there are other recommended stuffs once you log into Zapier. It tells you can create job listing roles from incoming email alerts. So this is connecting Gmail and Google Sheets. Say log customer emails to Sheet for front desk triage using Gmail and Google Sheets. So these are already, these are more like templates, and it makes it a bit easier for you. So today we'll be looking at, the first thing we'll be looking at is actually the chatbot. So click on the chatbot, and then I want to create a chatbot from my snacks business. So I want to give the chatbot a name. I'll just call it Joyful. I'll call it Joyful. You can call it any name that you like. You can call it your business name. But for the sake of this learning, I'll call it Joyful. So this is what would come out. There is the instruction. So the first thing, the chatbot, this is more like a template, but you can tweak it to whatever you want it to. So there should be a greeting, but for me, what I would want the chatbot to say once a customer, comes to the chatbot is to say, welcome to Joyful Cakes and Snacks. That's the first thing I want the AI chatbot to do. And then directive. This is more like you telling it what should it do. This is an example that is already there, but you can always stick it around. Objective, you're an exceptional customer service representative. Your objective is to answer questions and provide resources about, just put your company information, a brief description and of the business. We can just do that now. You can actually create yours from scratch, or you can leverage this, whichever you want. So your objective is to answer questions and provide resources about Joyful Cakes and Snacks. To achieve this, key links. If a question is not clear, ask follow-up questions. Your communication style should be friendly and professional. Use structure formatting, including bullet points and all that. That's just we giving it instruction. I want to go ahead to tell it more information about Joyful Cakes and Snacks. So this is the prompt I'm giving it, and then I'll go ahead to save changes. So we've created, so this is like a preview. So once anybody clicks on that chat, it says, welcome to Joyful Cakes and Snacks. Now say, so let's say I'm the customer and I'm chatting with this chatbot. I would like to order for chin chin. So the chatbot will respond to me, say, great, which chin chin size would you like? Note, it's because of the information as I have given it initially in my description. That's why it was able to bring this for me. So it says, great, which chin chin size would you like? I would say I want the medium size. 20 pieces. Let's just test how smart this is. Order summary. Please provide your name, phone number. Note, there was something that happened initially. He had told me that I should please share the quantity and delivery location to proceed with the order. but I gave it only the quantity. I did not give it delivery location. And then it came to say order summary, just to be sure. The medium size is 20,000 pieces. Price is 2,000 each. Total is 40,000 naira. Please provide your name, phone number, and delivery location, because he asked before and I did not say it. That's why he's asking again. So he said, let me tell it my name. My name is Joy. Joy. Phone number is 09072. Okay. Delivery location is Lagos. Please send your exact delivery address and preferred delivery date. Do we notice what it's doing here? So it noticed that I just said Lagos. Where exactly in Lagos? So these are the things that normally you would have been on the phone doing, but
Yes.
AI is doing it for you. So you can be sleeping and you're taking orders. I can even go ahead to, I want to include the payment details. In the description, I just want to include the payment details is OPay. Okay. Bank name is OPay. Account details is the account number. So let's see how smart the AI is. So I can always go back if I see that I'm not getting as much information I want from the chat. I can always go back to edit it, then save changes. But it means I have to start again. I want to order chin chin. Size. You have selected one big size chin chin, 3,000. Please confirm your name, phone number, and delivery address. Payment can be made to. So you can be I'll be getting alerts while still sleeping or while being busy with other things. So this makes life a bit easier for us. So let's see how it works. But before we do that, is there any question or clarification? Please, let's speak.
Yes,
Let's
please.
speak.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if I'm a bit ahead, but I understand how you built the chat box. My question is, let's say I want to, is it possible to zap it into WhatsApp or any of my, say, websites, so that when people go there to chat me up, maybe I'm not around, then the chat box will now respond. Is it possible to zap it into websites like this? What's it called, the chat box? Because we've already established that you can zap two apps, two softwares together. But I want to know if chatbots can also be zapped to, say, WhatsApp, email, and so that it will respond to customers.
Yes, that's absolutely possible. And we're going to try it now. Okay, for WhatsApp, okay, yeah, we can try it now. So this is how you can do that. You share. So there is a no members found in the organization. That's because I don't have any member. You can decide to include other members of your team, Sha. So there is a link. This is the link. Copy. And in case I don't, just as you've asked, let's say I want to embed it into my website. For website, you go to embed. So it says embed your chatbot on any website where you can insert code, including as a pop-up in the corner of your website. So embed the chatbot as a floating widget in the bottom corner of a page. But I don't have a website. But if you have a website, you can just click on pop-up, or you can embed the chatbot in line with your content, maintaining a fixed position on the page. So that works. But if you want to use link, you can use it on Instagram. You can use it on WhatsApp. So for this WhatsApp, on what you can do is I don't have my business WhatsApp logged in right now. Would have tried it. But what you can do is there is a place in business WhatsApp that you edit, and it tells once a customer send you a message, that's automatic response. That really has nothing to do with Zap, but it's automatic response. When that automatic response, you can include the link. Sorry, you can include the link in the automatic response, so that helps. But we can try this now. I'm just going to drop the chat in the chat box. I mean the link in the chat box. Okay, I think I will have to stop sharing. So I've dropped the link in the chat box. Let's just have some time, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. Let's try it. Try clicking on the link and see what comes up. Oh, I think I missed the question. All these Zapier features, are they free or it requires a subscription? It's actually free. It's free, but if you want like advanced features, there's a subscription fee. But do the basic stuffs you can do the basic stuffs free. Yeah. So please, how many of us are already trying the chatbot link? Hello, can anybody hear me? So we are all muted. Okay, thank you. Please just try it and then let us know your experience with it.
Ololali, are you trying it?
I'm trying it out here and it's working.
Okay, it's
Loading.
working.
Okay.
Or maybe it's network.
Someone Tasha say he has
Yes,
a
I
network. Maybe it's because of your network in your area. Chidema Chiwendo said this. She tried it. It's very easy, seamless. Let me try it yourself. I think it's yeah,
Any
it's working.
okay. So you need it.
Does anybody have question?
Okay. Uh,
Okay, this person says Clemmer. Okay,
okay.
go ahead.
So we will just go ahead. The second thing we'll be looking at today is connecting Google Form, Google Sheet, and email. And before we do that, that's like a 3-step process. So the first thing we'll do is create our Google form. So I think we just create our Google form. In order to create Google form, just type Google Forms on your Chrome or any browser. What's this? Okay, so I'll just create a blank form. I already have some, but I'll just create a blank form. Let's say I'm just starting from scratch for my business. Oh my God. I guess I have to switch.
Storage is full.
Yes, it's full. I have to switch emails. Okay, so I'll just use this email. So I want to collect customers' information. So once a customer comes, this depends on the kind of business you're doing. Maybe not all business would require this. So I want to create a customer, should I say customer information? I want to collect customer information. Still want to customer information. We'll just create something simple actually. So I want the customer's name. I'll make it a required question. If you want to add, you add question here. Email address. Now this depends on the kind of business you're doing or the kind of organization you're working with. I'll make it required short response, then phone number. This is just me trying to collect customers' data. But for my chin chin business now, I can collect, um, let's see, where did you hear about us? These are data that could support me. So this one, I want to make it multiple choice. So let's say Instagram. I'll add another option. Okay, now. Facebook, WhatsApp, a friend, and other. So I'll make it required because I want to know where my customers hear about me from. Then the last question is what product or which of our products would you like to buy? This can be used, let's say you have a website, you can use Google Forms. If you have a website, you can put this form there for people to, fill. So I'll use short response for this. And then I will publish. So this is my response. And then I can publish. So once you publish, this is the URL that you can share. I'll shorten it and then copy. Okay, so I'd like to share this URL in the class. Seems like I can't. Okay. So I said earlier that it is us connecting Google Forms with Google Sheets and then um email, such that a customer comes to our website, he fills the form, automatically our Google Sheet gets filled in the responses, and then the customer gets an automatic email that says, thank you for um you can decide whatever you want to you want to say in the email, but it can be something like, thank you for shopping with, or thank you for connecting with Joyful Cakes and Snacks. um we would respond to you shortly, something like that, just for the customer to know that, oh, we've seen what you've sent or your request. This is specifically, or this really applies to businesses that have website, and I think a lot of businesses are tilting towards that, that aspect. A lot of people are creating website for their businesses, so this really works a lot. Then we'll connect the Google form to the sheet. Before I do that, I would like to title my form. Okay, you can create a new spreadsheet, or you select an existing spreadsheet. I'll just create a new one for this. Okay, two people has filled it. Thank you very much. Thank you for filling, because we are going to need this. So now we already have something, but um we want to allow Zapier to send email to our customers without we knowing. Once they fill the form, they'll just get an email automatically. So that's what we want to do now. We want to create the email, or rather want to connect everything. So we are going back to Zapier. So this is Zapier. We'll go to home because we are done with the chatbot. And now we get to use the Zap. Click on Zap. Before we go any further, is there any question or clarification? Any question? Please, nobody's responding to me. I need response. Mr. Stanley, Madam Chidima,
Uh,
um,
I think
who
no,
else?
maybe they don't have question.
Okay. I don't want to assume, that's what I'm asking, but okay, we can continue. Please, if you have any question, you can just drop it in the chat
Just drop
box.
it in the chat box. I will read it out.
Okay. So this is what your workflow looks like. Earlier we spoke about trigger and action. Trigger is where the entire thing starts from. So that's where we are going to start from. So whatever process you're trying to automate, it still follows this format. You can have multiple actions, but you have only one trigger. So our trigger in this case is going to be our Google form. Let's start. So we select, there are a lot of apps here, which means you can connect anything to anything. Okay, not like anything to anything, but you can connect a lot of apps together. You can connect Google Calendar to your Drive, and there are a lot of apps here, Microsoft Outlook, but we're just going to do the most basic right now. So we'll connect to Google Forms. We already created our Google Forms. So it brought out this box. The app is Google Form. The trigger event. Let's remove this guy. The trigger event in our case is new form response. So once somebody responds, triggers when a new form. Okay, I would like to pick this one because some persons are filled, but let's say nobody has filled, would have just picked new form response. Okay, Let me try with this. It says, what account, which of my Gmail do I want to use? I can use this. Let me change it rather. Oh, sorry, I think my network is bad. Okay, so we connect. You actually have to connect to an email. You select all and then continue. I would advise you use your business email if it's for business. And then continue. So that's the setup. There's the configure. Now it wants to ask me which form. So the form I just created, which is customer information, is the form I want to use. There are a lot of forms um in my Gmail, but this is the form I want to connect. So we continue. You test. So this is what the test does for you. It just gives you an idea of, so I would advise that whenever you're doing something like this, you can just fill any information so that your test will have a response and you will know how to do it. So this is one of the response. There's a response ID, there's a time, the last submitted time, the name, email address, and all those information. So for us to continue with the automation, we would be using this person's details for that. Continue. So now we are done with the first step, which is the trigger. We've already told it where to start from, which is the Google Forms. The second now is the action. Is the action, sorry, is the action. And we already established that the second step is actually our Google Sheets. So we have a Google Sheet. And then we can say create a new spreadsheet row, connect to the Gmail. Okay. So it's asking what spreadsheet? It's customer information responses. What worksheet? There's only one worksheet. So you can have multiple worksheets. Okay, you don't need to fill other information. Sorry. I think I missed a step. Okay, you can actually put the name slash the name of the person. Okay. And then you publish. Okay, so this is the name of our Zap. Sorry, just a moment. I think I must have missed something. Sorry, I missed something. So our trigger is actually the Google Sheets, not the Google Forms. So we'll create it all over again. Or better still, let me just edit that one. Okay, I will just start again. So I don't spend too much time trying to fix that. Okay, so the trigger is supposed to be Google Sheets, and then we link it to the Gmail and not the other way around. So Google Sheets, new or updated spreadsheet rule. Okay. Spreadsheets, just the worksheets. Trigger column name. Okay. I've chose the wrong sheet. Okay, so we'll continue. So the action is now the Gmail. Create a draft email message. So we want it to reply to a message. Continue. To who? So if you remember, we already have a Google Sheet that has some people that has filled it or that will fill it. So for us to get the to and not make it specific to that person, we just put / and then you see this box comes up. So name, then the subject. The subject could be welcome to joyful cakes and snacks. From my email. So what's going to be the body of the email that will be sent to this person? The body could be hi, hi Chidima. So you can't type the person's name, you just put this thing here. You just put / and then you click on the name of the person that we are using as a sample. Thank you. Thank you for contacting Joyful Cakes and Snacks. We have received your inquiry and will revert soonest. Best regards. So I think that'll be all. And then you continue. And then test. So we publish. And that's it. Please, Chidima, can you confirm if you received any email?
Let me open my email, please.
Okay. While we are waiting for her to check her email, is there any question or clarification, or if you want me to start again, any comments at all? Let's hear from you.
I'm yet to get the message.
So you didn't get any email?
Yeah, I've refreshed, but nothing yet.
I think those who fill the form before this configuration might not get the email. I think is that how it works.
Yes. Can somebody fill it now? All right. Let me try. Let me try to fill it.
Someone typed a message. Someone typed a question. How do we set limits to our Google Form responses? Probably we have gotten the required or desired responses. So it's trying to ask how you can set limits to Google responses. If you want to set
Okay.
limits, you simply, okay.
So
So,
this is it.
so Joy, did you get the question the person
Yes,
asked?
I did. Can you see
Yeah.
my screen? Because I'm about to show that. So from
Yeah.
the Google form, there is settings. And then under settings, you have responses. So this is how it was. If I just click on this, responses. It's collect email address. I said do not collect. Okay. So limit to one response. How many response do you want to get? Maybe you want to set it as, okay. Um, a moment.
So you have to put on that. You put it on so that it will highlight it. Allow response. That place that they click, they say allow responses editing. That one that they say allow response editing. Make it allowable. Yeah.
No, that's after the person has submitted.
No, you want to. I think the question the guy want to ask is, you want to like set the number of
People that
pe-
respond to
people
him.
that that should
And this just a moment. There's actually a way, and I'm trying to check.
you go to settings. I think you do that from settings.
It's actually not there. I'm surprised it's not because it's supposed to.
I have done that before. I mean, but then another way you can do that is probably when you go there, when you go to up, click click that three arrows. Okay.
No, there's no trail. There's nothing here.
Let me show you.
There's nothing here
Let me
right
do that.
now.
Let me do that from my end.
Maybe that's in Microsoft Forms, but it's actually supposed to be a place to get the limits. Okay, while Mr. Stanley is helping us do that, let me confirm that can actually receive an email.
Yeah, I refilled the form, but yet I didn't get an email.
You didn't get.
Yeah. Which actually brings me to my question. I don't know if I can go ahead.
You can go ahead.
Okay, the from the this thing from the slide you gave us, you said we have to zap Google Form into Google Sheets, then email notification. But that was the first thing you did. Then before you created another one, you said you made a mistake, then created another one and
Yes,
started from Google Sheets to
Google Sheet.
Google, to email notification, which is where my confusion lies. If you started from Google Sheets, which means if you fill the Google form, it won't prompt the Google Sheets, like it won't zap into the Google Sheets, then for us to even get email notification. I thought it's like this prompts this one to take an action before this one now prompts this one to take an action. I don't know if you actually understand my question.
Okay, I think I have an idea of what you're asking. The reason why we didn't start from Google Form, which is actually supposed to be the beginning, is because somehow we had connected the Google Sheets with the Google Form.
Okay, while creating it, okay, I
While
remember.
creating the Google Form, yes. So the Google Form and the Google Sheets are actually together, but yeah, the Google Form and the Google Sheet are actually together. So we've linked the Google Form with the Google Sheet. That's why we have to start from Google Sheet and not Google Form. And mind you, there's a way we were collecting the information. The reason why we had to use Google Sheet is because the information we collected from the Google Form was in the Google Sheet, which is actually what we needed. Is the name of the customer, the email of the customer is what we needed. That's why.
Oh, okay. So is it advisable if, say, I want to do the three steps of zapping, like zapping the three softwares together? Is it advisable not to link the Google Form to the Google Sheet while creating the Google Form, so that when I come to Zapier, I'll just do the three steps at once? Is it
It's
possible?
actually it's possible, but I think you can just, because your Google Form is already linked to your Google Sheet, you can just start from your Google Sheet. But if you want to start from Google Form, you can go ahead. You can. Oh,
Okay, the reason why I asked is because like I didn't get an email notification even after refilling the form. So I thought
okay.
the problem was because Google Form was not linked.
I think that there was an error, which I'll try to check now. Okay. Now I see where the error is. Sorry, I think I stopped sharing, so I might need to
Yeah.
reshare. Let me reshare. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so this is where the error came from. So the to, I put her name instead of email address. So it should be slash email address, not name. So that's why she did not receive, or rather anybody did not receive the. So let's test now. Slash email address. Okay, I want to retest it. Please, can you check if you got any email?
Oh, okay. I've refreshed. Nothing yet, ma.
Nothing yet.
Yes, ma.
I have this feeling that maybe we should refill the form. Probably those of us that have filled that form before this configuration, maybe that's why we didn't get it.
Maybe. Okay, let me try to do that from my end. Okay. Guys, I didn't get. Okay, I'm surprised you're not getting any email. But I'll have to check it because I don't know that I'm missing any step. Oh. Or maybe that's actually a paid feature. It could be, that could be a paid feature. Let's see. Okay. Irrespective of that, you can always edit your workflow. And this is where to come. You come to home and then you just scroll down. You have jump back in all the works that you've created. You can always find it. Just click on it and then you can edit it. So let me edit this. So it's saying a draft was sent to Gmail about 0 minutes seconds ago. So there's possibility maybe get stuck somewhere. I don't know, which is not supposed to be, but yeah, I'll just figure that out later. But I think that will be all for now. And just as I said earlier, you can actually connect more than two applications together. So this is Google Sheets, Gmail. You can always click on this add step and connect another one. You can connect calendar and whatever. So just that Chidima was asking, Google Forms, you can make your trigger Google Forms, second step Google Sheet, and then the last one could now be the Gmail. Can even add Google Task such that once an email goes to a customer, you get notified that a customer filled the form, the customer received an email, and what you are supposed to do. So that's like another step entirely, but we're not going to talk about that one here. I think that will be all for now. Is there any question or clarification? Any question or clarification? Okay. Okay. So we have come to the end of today's class. Even though we're not able to get the email, um, I believe you can go back and try one or two by yourself, but this is just an overview and the basics. At least we've been able to learn how to create an AI chatbot, if nothing. So I think that will be all for now. Thank you very much and have a wonderful night rest. Thank you.
Hello, Madam Joy.
Yes.
Yes, so the main class rep for today is unfortunately unavailable, and
Okay.
I am the assistant class rep. So on behalf of the whole AI class, I want to thank you very much for the insight given to us today. We are very much grateful, and God richly bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right, ma, bye. So, bye. Assistant course rep, can we leave the call or I don't know if you've taken attendance. Can we leave the call?
Okay, is she done?
Yes, she's done, sir.
Ah, oh, and
Stanley
I
will have
stepped
to come
out.
and then end the call. So okay, okay.
Okay,
So
so has she left the class? I
yes.
mean
Yes,
Joy,
sir.
because I actually stepped out.
Oh, okay.
All right, so okay, since she has left the class, I hope she concluded before leaving. Or is it
Yes.
network that took her out?
Oh, no, no, no. She was able to end on the final note, and then we even thank her for today's session and then the insight she has given us.
All right, so okay, no problem. So next week, I think next week we're gonna have I think Samuel. I would look at our sheets and see. I think we are going to bring back Samuel again next week. And I'm very happy that this class was so practical. And those who weren't here can still watch the video. So it's actually like a workplace thing, and I like what she thought. All right, so I announced in the morning. I don't know if some of you saw what we posted. I don't know how many of you that were in the class in the morning, in the afternoon session. I'm always saying in the morning because that's 12 o'clock class is my 7 a.m. here. So if people make me to wake up on time, most times that I'm joining this class, but it's well.
Yes.
So I don't always like to wake up on time on Saturdays because Saturdays I need to rest, but then what we have to do, we have to do. So I think recently I announced about the recent collaboration we have done with International City County Management Association, the largest non-profit professional body in the US. And I believe this class and the research class, they are part of the people that we gain a lot from that competition we're about to start. So we are looking forward to have a competition, an international competition, research competition that will involve. I don't know how many of you have heard about um, that kind of Kuchat form of presentation. I don't know if you guys have heard about it before. So it's a kind of presentation that you do a present. Like now, we're gonna have you guys write a paper and then present the paper in 6 minutes 40 seconds, and it will be a 20 slides, and that 20 slides we're expected to spend 20 seconds on each slide, so that you end in 6 minutes 40 seconds exactly. So the winners are going to be invited to the United States next year to present their paper at the International Conference of ICMA. That conference has attendance of over 5,000 persons from different parts of the world coming to US. So we're going to select some winners who will come to US. So I think we plan to announce winners because it's going to be like 2 stages. The first stage is going to be for, I think, April. We'll do the first nomination of papers. We are going to leave our portal open by October 2026. Then December is deadline. Then January to March will be when the evaluators, the selection committee, that is lecturers that we are currently recruiting, they are going to review all the things you've submitted. And by April, they will announce the first set of people. Then that first set will now move to the second stage of the competition. And at the end of the day, we are going to announce the finalists. The finalists, we should be able to reach out to them by May next year so that they will start processing their visa to attend the conference in September 2027. So we are going to conduct a different webinar session for this. We will announce that. And if you're not following our social media platform, I'm sorry, that is the only way we can announce it. So we're going to announce it on our social media, on our LinkedIn. I don't know how many of you that are following us on LinkedIn, on our Facebook, and other social media. If you're not following us, better go and start following us then, because that's where we're going to post those things. And we will announce the date for the seminar. The seminar should be coming sometime in October, a different webinar where we are going to explain in details. And the ICMA people are going to be there. We are going to be there. So we're going to explain in details what we want to do and also the prizes, because the conference, of course, you are not going to pay for conference. You are going to be sponsored but we are yet to determine the sponsorship that we go to the students that will help them to attend the conference. So that competition is going to come out. That's where you're going to show what you have learned from this 12 weeks program. So we are looking forward to that. So having said that, thank you guys for today's, and that is the end of this week's class. I think from what they told me, I think they have posted all the videos of last week, and actually even the one of this morning, they have posted it. So go and check. Thank you guys.
Yes, Mr. Stanley.
Thank you.
Hello. Mr. Stanley.
Okay.
Yes. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. About the class attendance, what happens when colleagues send a DM and then they're asking for permission? Do we add them to those who attended for a particular day? Do we add
No. If somebody asks for permission, and if you grant the permission, that the person should have a cogent reason for the permission, and maybe wherever you have to put the reason there so that, because you don't forget. So at the end of the day, because we are going to look at all the things before we issue this, we are going to look at the reasons and all the things that people have complained, and then we will see if that person qualifies to have the certificate or not.
Okay.
So just
all right.
That person has to give you a reason, and then jot it down somewhere.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a wonderful, and may God bless you all.
Yes, we'll send to you.
Yeah, bye.
Good night, sir.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.